A person's true greatness is defined by their thoughts. This truth has been proven time and again throughout history by dreamers and achievers who changed the world with their minds. As Napoleon Hill once said in Think and Grow Rich, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But if that's true, why do so many people still struggle? Why do they fail even when they dream of success? Perhaps the answer lies not in the world around them, but in the way they see themselves. Let's discover this truth through a simple yet powerful story. At a busy railway station, there lived a poor beggar. Every day he sat on the platform, asking passing travelers for a few coins. It was the only life he knew. One morning, he noticed a well-dressed businessman stepping onto the platform. His expensive suit, confident walk, and calm smile made the beggar think, "This man must be very rich. If I ask him, maybe he'll give me a big donation." He approached the businessman and held out his hand. But instead of giving him money, the businessman looked straight at him and asked, "Do you always just take from others? Have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar was shocked. No one had ever asked him that before. Confused, he replied, "Sir, I'm just a beggar. I survive on what people give me. I have nothing to offer." The businessman smiled gently and said, "If you believe you have nothing to give, then you also have no right to ask. I am a businessman. I believe in exchange. If you can offer something, I will give something in return. But if you can't, I cannot give you anything either." Then he boarded his train and left. The beggar stood frozen, hearing those words echo in his mind. No one had ever spoken to him like that. Not cruelly, but truthfully. He realized perhaps this was why most people ignored him. He was always asking, never offering. That night he lay awake thinking, "What can I possibly give? I have nothing." Yet the businessman's words repeated in his mind. If you want to receive, you must first give. For 2 days he didn't beg. He only thought then, on the 3rd day, something caught his eye, a small patch of wildflowers blooming near the tracks, bright and beautiful. An idea suddenly struck him. What if, instead of only taking, I give something back? What if I offer people a flower whenever they give me a coin? He gathered a few flowers, went back to his usual spot, and began. When someone gave him money, he smiled and handed them a flower in return. To his surprise, people smiled back. Some even thanked him. For the first time, he saw joy in their faces and in his own heart. Over the next few days, something amazing happened. More people began to approach him. Whenever he had flowers, they gave generously. When he ran out, the donations dropped. He finally understood the truth. People love to receive something in return. One afternoon, as he was giving flowers, he spotted the same businessman again. Excited, he rushed over and said, "Sir, today I have something to give you. If you give me some money, I'll give you these flowers in return." The businessman smiled, handed him a note, and took the flowers. "You've learned the most important lesson," he said. Today you are no longer a beggar. You are a businessman. The train departed, leaving the former beggar deep in thought. A businessman. Me. He thought for a long time, then smiled. Yes, I sell flowers. People are giving me money out of pity. They repaying for what I offer. That day, he decided to leave the station forever. He would never beg again. 6 months later, at the same railway station, two men met. One was the businessman, the other, now dressed in clean, neat clothes, was the flower seller. The businessman squinted, trying to remember him. Wait, you're the beggar I met months ago, aren't you? The man smiled. Yes, that was me. But now I run a flower business. I'm here today to expand it to other towns. The businessman was amazed. That's incredible. What changed? The flower seller replied with a calm smile. You taught me something priceless. We only receive when we give. That day I realized I was never truly a beggar. I just didn't see myself clearly. I always had something to offer. I just needed to believe it. They shook hands again, this time as equals. Moral of the story: life changes the moment you change your mindset. If you see yourself as weak, you will stay weak. But if you see yourself as capable and worthy, you will find strength. Your thoughts shape your world. Believe in your potential. Give value before you ask to receive, and success will follow. Because when your mind changes, your whole life changes too.